This was a crazy situation, and I had this gut feeling that I shouldn't have stayed at this RV park in California the moment that I arrived. But I had already paid and there was nowhere else to camp nearby. 3 days later, I was packing up my trailer after what felt like a very unsafe situation for Georgie and I. And let me tell you what actually happened and why trusting your instincts matters more than sticking to your plans. And by the way, this is a vlog, so there's a lot of fun in the video too with more Georgie antics. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Amber and I live alone in my 13-foot scamp tiny trailer with my rescue dog Georgie. No matter what I'm living in, whether it's my van, a tiny trailer, or a traditional home, I'm fully committed to slow living and bringing more peace and calm into my life. My videos show you the day-to-day, unfiltered reality of this lifestyle, both the beautiful simplicity and sometimes those honest challenges that come with it. So grab your coffee and come hang out with us as we navigate some unexpected challenges on the road this week. Well, this is not normally how I actually start a video. I'm starting the video where my intended destination was in Crescent City, California, and unfortunately, this place has turned out to be rather unsavory and not a place that I feel comfortable and safe in. I've decided after being here for 3 days and giving it a try that I'm gonna go ahead and leave because I just don't wanna compromise my safety, and I'm just a little sketched out, to be honest with you. So I wanna show you what's going on, why I'm leaving, and what my decision-making process is for finding another place, especially last minute. So let's actually start from the beginning. Let's go back 3 days when I was in Winchester Bay, Oregon, one of my favorite places I've been to, and we'll take it from there until we get to this point. What do you want? She sees the chicken up here. I just made chicken. Look at her. She'd never seen her do this before. You are getting more and more vocal. Which mama loves. What do you want? Do you want the chicken? Did you want the chicken? I know the chicken's right here, but you can't get it. See, I'm blocking things now so she can't get it. After being in Winchester Bay for a month, I was honestly ready to start moving again and heading south slowly as the temperatures started to cool. But there's another reason I'm headed to California that's really close to my heart. I'm carrying my dog Lily's ashes with me, and I want to spread them somewhere beautiful in California where she's from. Lily was my soul dog, my travel companion for so many adventures, and she passed away in 2022. I've been carrying her with me ever since, waiting for the right moment and the right place. So this isn't just about moving south for better weather. It's about honoring her memory and completing this journey that we started together. I'm over here in Crescent City, California. I moved over from Winchester Bay to this spot. I do have an RV park reservation, however, I'm a little early, so I decided to pull over to this gorgeous place, hang out, probably make a little sandwich, and wait till they call me and let me know that everything is ready. But it's gorgeous over here. It's so pretty. California vibes for sure. With the ocean, people are out there surfing, dogs are running on the beach. It's beautiful. So not my favorite place to stay at an RV park, but this place is a little bit old and run down. But I have a nice view. I've got this shade from a tree here. This little area right here comes in from the ocean. Just let me show you a couple of things out here really quick. First of all, this is the state of the park. It's very, very brown grass, which if you look online, it shows it being nice and green and beautiful. There's lots of ant piles everywhere. Also, there's tons of holes where varmints are at, mice. Also over here is tons of foxtails that they've started cutting back. But this is right near my site, and Georgie and I were over here and I just couldn't let her stay out here. You know, I don't want her to get foxtails in her mouth or ears or nose or paws. If you're not familiar with foxtails, they're very, very bad for dogs. They are very spiky and they get lodged in, and they just keep getting lodged in until there's nowhere else to go, and a lot of times it can be very fatal for dogs. So you have to be really, really careful. Look, here's like a huge hole right here in the middle of my site. Look, here's the thing. I can deal with a lot of stuff, but being unsafe, that doesn't feel good to me. So I didn't actually film it over here because I just don't want to put their pictures on YouTube. They're not within their right mind. So there was a couple that was over here off of these rocks just behind my RV, and last night they were out there with rocks and like slamming the rocks down on the bigger rocks out there and screaming and yelling at the top of their lungs. It was a little nerve-wracking, and it's right behind my RV, so they could have gotten into this area. Last night, 2 people who were not even part of this RV park went through my campsite over here. I'll show you. They came around from this direction over here. I think they came from the street that's over there, came around the backside of my RV, and then accessed the little kind of bay right there that goes out to the ocean, and we're out there playing in the ocean and the sand. Now, here's the thing. I don't mind people having a good time, but they're not part of this RV park. This isn't public access. I don't know who they are, and it kind of freaked me out with everything else going on over here. The first day that I was here, and there was 2 cop cars out there, and I asked them about it, and they said, oh yeah, there was an incident in here, but it's over and done with. And I was like, okay, like I understand things happen, but coupled with the other things that I'm seeing, I'm just like, no. And then at the very front of the RV park office, there's a parking lot that all these people just congregate in. When I'm telling you that these people are mentally unstable, I'm not trying to be mean. They just are, or they're on a lot of drugs, because they're doing that whole kind of like zombie, you know, stance that you've seen online. It's like where they're looking up all the time, or hunched over, or like in some unnatural, you know, way, and then making a lot of kind of noises that don't really make sense or people can comprehend. So it's one reason why I don't want to put them on camera, because they clearly cannot help what they're doing. If they're on drugs, they have a disease. So that has just made me very, very leery. And I even tried to find another spot, and it's a big parking lot, but it overlooks the ocean. But then when I looked at the rates, it was like $80 a night for this parking lot that was even more rundown looking than this. I need to figure out where to go, because I can't stay here. One of the other issues that happened over here too is that they actually told me that they've had a major problem with theft, and to not leave your stuff out. In fact, the picnic tables have gotten stolen. So I have no picnic table. And these are, you know, premium rates over here for a very not so premium a place. On my decision making, so let's go to California. So here I am up here, Crescent City. I came down 101 from Oregon. So I was right up here, Winchester Bay. And then if you slide all the way down the coast on 101, you get to California, and there's Crescent City right here. So I'm just on the edge. But the very interesting thing to get out of here, I don't know if I can show you on here. So if I go south, I have to basically go to San Francisco to go east. Maybe not quite so far, but the best route to get out of here and go east is to go Grants Pass and then down this way. My goal is to go near Lake Tahoe. So as you can see, there's just nowhere to go east really over here. You have to go all the way down. You've got this little patch right here you could go to. This isn't really fast going this way. It's very windy, so it's actually faster, believe it or not, to go up this way in I-5. The other problem is that it's still hot inland, and in order for me to get anywhere near Lake Tahoe, I have to go through a ton of area inland that is super hot. So I think Reno, Nevada will be my stopping place for the night, because it's Very hot there. Actually, right now it's in the 90s. But in the evening time, it gets down into like the 60s, which is manageable, but it's not until late. So if I time it right, I could drive during the hottest part of the day and then get there at night. So that way it's not too bad. And then I could just go to my destination spot the next day and I'm a lot closer. In order for me to go to the place that I really want to go to, it's going to take about 11 and a half hours, and that's with no stopping. So that is not going to work to do in one day. It's way too long. And I don't want to arrive at night because it's boondocking. All right. I have changed of plans again. I'm not going to go to Reno. I'm actually going to head back to Winchester Bay. It's only like three and a half hours away because the place where I'm going to stay is supposed to heat up over the next couple of days. Can't wait for the summer to be over. And I know I need to get an AC. We've already discussed this on this channel a lot. I just have not done it yet. There's a lot of research that needs to go into it. I'm gonna go ahead and pack everything up and leave and go back to Winchester Bay. I know I've been there for like a month. Honestly, I like it there. And I know it's a parking lot, but it's different. It's nice there. They've got a really nice picnic table, a grill. People there are so kind and friendly. And if you saw my last video, you'll know all of the things why I love it there so much. It's just a really, really neat place and it's easy to be there. So, and it's cheap. Okay, time to pack up. All right, just like that, we are ready to go. It took me about 20 minutes to get everything set up and out. I cannot tell you how glad I am to be leaving here. And Georgie's ready too, huh? Georgie couldn't spend much time outside. Those foxtails were just so bad, and she sniffs everything on the ground and tries to eat stuff off the ground, and I certainly did not want her getting into the foxtails. So I was very, very careful with her on that, checking all of her entry points to make sure she did not have any foxtails, because it really is not funny. I've never had any issues with Lily nor with Georgie, but people have, and it's a pretty big deal. Well, good morning. It is a very soggy morning today. I don't think I've dried out from yesterday. It was raining when I got here. Take a look at this. My shoes are still wet. Look at that. They're soggy from setting up the trailer in the water and the rain. And as you can see, it is entirely foggy outside. Anyways, but we're in a beautiful, beautiful spot again. I do love it here. Isn't that funny? Even with the rain and the mist, just feels good. Much better than where I was at before. Okay, so I'm actually doing a little bit of work here. It's Saturday, and I'll take you a little bit behind the scenes of my work. I have a video that releases every Saturday, and the video that came out today, well, it's not performing like I thought it would. What I do is I scramble a little bit. Just for a moment, I'm like, okay, what did I do wrong? It has to be the title and the thumbnail. Will tell you I spend a lot of time figuring out what the title is going to be, what the thumbnail is going to be, what the text is going to be. Is it too light? Is it too dark? Adding contrast, like it's insane, all of the things. Obviously, like you can have the best video, but if nobody clicks on it, then there's dogs out there. if nobody clicks on it, then they won't actually be able to see it. I don't want to be clickbaity. I don't want any of that stuff. I have to figure out what to do right now. So I just changed the thumbnail and I just changed the title. Let's see how this goes. Hopefully it does better. The things I agonize about. Well, I'm actually just now getting done with answering comments from today's video, Saturday's video. It is 12:15 roughly in the afternoon and I have not eaten a thing. All I've had was my coffee and I'm so hungry, but this is kind of typical for me on a Saturday. I actually will sit in the comments after the video has come out, answer as much as I possibly can. I try to only eat one meal a day on Saturdays because today's my treat day. So I like to still stay in a calorie deficit as much as possible, even though it's a treat day. And plus I just don't want to like completely sabotage all of my efforts. So I'm going to take you along on my ride to go get my treat for today. This is a judgment-free zone, you guys. I'm doing Noom. I know a lot of you guys have asked me what I'm doing and I allow myself this every once in a while. Now this isn't too bad. It is, well, you know what? I'm not going to explain it right now. I'm just gonna show you. Go for a ride? Yeah. Ready? Come on, let's go. Come on. Good girl. Come on, let's go. Inside. Good girl. Get up there. Put my shoes out here to dry. Looks like they're getting there. All right, I'm gonna check the solar panels real quick to make sure I'm still getting solar while I'm gone. So here's where it's facing. If I go straight up, you can see that the sun is actually to the right a little bit. So I've got to move it there. Dorothy, let's buckle you up, baby. Tired still? Ugh, there we go. He's all buckled. He's a good girl. It's turning out to be a beautiful day outside. Georgie, what do you think, girl? Is it pretty? Hi, can I get the cheeseburger deluxe with a single patty?
Yeah, did you want that in the meal?
Yes, please.
What's a drink for you?
Unsweetened iced tea.
Regular or large?
Large, and can I get onion rings instead of the fries? My friends actually turned me on to this place because they're like, oh, they have the best hamburgers. And they actually are so much better than any other fast food hamburger, like, ever. This is my treat. I like Dairy Queen just from the simple fact that, one, like, I could go to other places. I would kill right now. Not really. I would love to have pad thai. But you have huge portions with that. I don't want to have leftovers. Georgie's on a little bit of a weight loss herself, by the way. So Georgie has gained a couple of pounds since I've had her, which was not intentional. I was using the manufacturer's directions on the back of the package of food that I recently started giving her. It was like 150 calories a day too much for her when I started doing all of the math. So, yep, she's trying to lose a couple of pounds too, girl, aren't you? Yeah. It smells so good out here. I just love the smell of the salty water. And surprisingly, that kind of fishy smell that you get out here, it doesn't smell entirely fishy. It's just, I don't know what it is, but I like it. Isn't that crazy? My little scamp amongst all the giants. It feels so good to be back here in Winchester Bay and soaking up this vitamin D with my girl Georgie. After everything that happened at that RV park, I'm just grateful to be back somewhere beautiful and peaceful. I've loved sharing these raw and real moments of the journey with you, and if you've also enjoyed it, would you do me a favor and hit that like button for me and share with someone? It really does help my videos to be seen by more incredible people like you. And definitely make sure you subscribe, because next week, well, we unfortunately have a major issue that's going to completely derail our travel plans. Thanks everyone for being here, and I will see you in next week's video. Bye.